going crazy for you.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the biggest box office flops of the last decade. Some spoilers will be mentioned, so this is your official warning.
Oh, we need you to figure this out, otherwise we're doomed.
Number 10, Madam Web.
This is 210 with a 42-year-old female, code 3.
Cassia lost the pulse. I'm starting compressions now.
Ben, what are you even doing back there?
Oh, you want to come take over? I can drive.
She's not going room temp on my watch.
As a franchise, Spider-Man has usually done well at the box office, with the live-action and animated versions netting hundreds of millions. Madam Web, unfortunately, didn't see the same success. Based on the origin story of supporting character Cassandra Webb, it was the studio's attempt at expanding the universe. Leading up to its wide theatrical release, a wave of negative reviews from critics rippled throughout the fan base. As a result, countless pre-order tickets were canceled before it even premiered. It opened to disappointing numbers, and things didn't get better from there.
Get up. Get off, get off. Get up. Me? Go. Get off. You're gonna die if you stay here. Get up.
What? Are you threatening us?
This is an emergency situation. I need you to follow my instructions. Get off the train. Come on.
My mom told me never to talk to strangers, so...
Get up. Hey, give me that back.
When all was said and done, it just barely recouped its budget. It didn't even crack $50 million in the US, making it a flop in every sense of the word.
Who says we like you now?
Number 9, Strange World.
Hey, Dad. What about these plants? There's literally power surging through them.
Well, Searcher, I do love your inquisitive spirit, but our crew didn't come all this way just to get distracted by some sparkly plants.
Some movies seem to have all the odds stacked against them. Between the COVID-19 pandemic, a lack of advertising, and backlash to inclusive characters, Strange World never had a fighting chance.
It's in your blood. He kinda looks like you. Except for that. No, hey, Diazo!
Centered around a family of explorers tasked with saving their society's energy source, the film was initially thought to do well, with many predictions quoting a minimum of $30 million for its opening weekend. It missed that mark, not even making half of its projected amount. The numbers didn't get much better from there, leading to the studio losing nearly $200 million. It performed better on Disney+, although streaming might have been partly why families didn't see the film in theaters.
All right, next stop. No power, cold coffee, and angry masses. Who's ready to go home?
Number 8, Cats. With the original stage show making billions during its tenure, you'd think that the film adaptation would do similarly well. That wasn't the case at all for Cats. Though the cast was stacked with popular musicians and actors, it wasn't enough to distract from the underwhelming visuals and music seen in the trailers.
The cavity's a mystery cat. He's called the Hidden Paw, for he's the master criminal who can defy the law.
The final result wasn't much better, with audience numbers dropping significantly each weekend after its premiere. The lackluster product, combined with a gargantuan competitor releasing at the same time, ultimately sealed its fate. When the smoke cleared, Cats was a bona fide bomb, falling short of recouping its budget by almost $20 million.
I must think of a new life.
The net loss was even more shocking, making it one of the worst performing movies of 2019.
You bow, and taking off your hat.
Number 7, Joker Folie À Deux.
You got a joke for me today?
The first film in this ill-fated series managed to defy all expectations and become one of the highest grossing releases of 2019. The sequel did the same, but in the opposite direction.
Sing hallelujah, come on, get happy. Ready for the judgment.
Despite casting Lady Gaga and having an established fan base, Joker Folie À Deux was a financial disaster. Originally predicted to easily clear the $100 million mark in its first weekend, that estimation dropped by a significant amount each passing week.
Lost my heart, but what of it? She is cool, I agree.
Eventually, it was revealed that it hadn't even cleared $40 million, a fraction of what was once projected. To break even, it was supposed to earn at least $375 million, missing that mark significantly. It was a shocking fall from grace, continuing a downward trend for DC.
All we had was the fantasy, and you gave up.
Number 6, The Flash. For some films, the writing is on the wall when it comes to their financial success. With all the controversy surrounding Ezra Miller and their criminal antics in the year leading up to the release of The Flash, it seemed clear to many that the repercussions would show in the box office results.
I have to leave.
Just grossing under $110 million in the United States and Canada, it was clear that the projections would be even worse than people had originally thought.
My version of reality, I ended up interning at the Central City Crime Lab in my freshman year. That's where it happened. Well, happens tonight, September 29th, the accident that gives me my powers. And if you're not there in 30 minutes, then you won't get the powers.
Warner Brothers was predicted to have lost a staggering $200 million when all was said and done, with the only saving grace being its release in IMAX theaters. Even with that slight padding, it still had the 3rd highest sophomore drop in the genre's history.
Hey, don't think about them. Okay, calm down. We're just gonna start with those guys over there. And yeah, they're Kryptonian, and we won't be able to kill them, but we can slow them down for her. One at a time.
Number 5, Borderlands.
I'm getting too old for this shit. Bounty hunting? It's for the young and stupid, am I right?
You really want me to answer that?
I do not.
You'd think a film adaptation of a beloved video game series would be a box office cheat code. Yet, Borderlands barely made back a quarter of its overall budget.
I'm not a scumbag vault hunter.
Actually, she's a scumbag bounty hunter.
No, it's not my fault. You suck at your job, whoever you are. Who are you? Commander Knox of the Crimson Lance.
Critics and fans alike were disappointed with the lackluster interpretation of the game's concept and the poor utilization of the cast. As a result, their already abysmal numbers continue to decrease with each passing week. While Lionsgate suffered a loss of at least $20 million, the same couldn't be said for the game's developers.
Ladies first.
Don't mind if I do.
Gearbox claimed they saw an increase in their overall sales, despite the film's poor performance, making them the only winner in the entire situation.
I have something a man like you will never have.
Enough.
Number 4, Dark Phoenix.
You are not broken.
For the most part, X-Men has proven to be a valuable franchise. Since starting in the early 2000s, each new release was successful, until this glaring exception.
Strap in, we're headed home.
Wait, our commander. He's not here. He was in the airlock working on the thruster.
The heat signature's rising fast.
I can't hold it any longer.
With the 3rd highest budget in the series, it was clear that expectations for Dark Phoenix were high. They even projected an opening of $50 million, which they ended up missing by a significant amount. It was the first installment in the series to not top the box office, doing so poorly that it was pulled from over 1,600 theaters by its 3rd week.
This is what you wanted to show me?
It was a huge fall from grace, causing the prequel series to go out with a whimper.
You can't control it. If you kill me, you'll kill them all.
Number 3, Megalopolis.
Let us go whither the omens of the gods and the iniquity of our enemies calls us.
The die is now cast.
To say this was a bomb would be an understatement. Francis Ford Coppola, known for legendary works like The Godfather and Apocalypse Now, decided to put everything on the line, finally producing Megalopolis after decades of it being in development hell.
You really must have been a rude and spoiled child.
As you are now? So, do you still have your med school microscope?
No, I sold it when I dropped out. To buy drugs.
He even provided a whopping $120 million of his own money to ensure it was made.
Surrounded by injustice. So much suffering.
It barely made a tenth of that, with the worldwide gross clocking in at just over $14 million. The interest simply wasn't there, even with a cast stacked with successful actors like Adam Driver and Lawrence Fishburne. With all the years spent bringing it to fruition and a fortune lost, we can't help but wonder if it was worth it.
Come on. Please. Come on, Frankie.
Number 2, Snow White.
Waiting on a wish, holding out for someday, hoping somehow, someway.
Predictions for this film's failure began long before it was even released. The first trailer alone had a staggering amount of dislikes, making it clear that it would have an uphill climb ahead. It didn't help that it's one of the studio's most expensive films to date.
Find Snow White.
Having to make at least $500 million to break even. It was already going to have trouble reaching that goal, even without the changes to fundamental aspects of the original and the controversial political views from its 2 biggest stars. 2 factors that led to its eventual demise. Poised to lose nearly $100 million, this was Disney's true folly.
It's time to restore our kingdom. Follow me.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Mortal Engines. The post-apocalyptic steampunk flick lost the studio almost $175 million.
What are you waiting for? Go!
Terminator Dark Fate. It flopped so hard that it ended the film franchise entirely.
You know what would give meaning to his death?
This will be very hard to explain to Alicia.
It's a Terminator!
Chaos Walking. It made so little that the studio had to write it off as a loss.
Todd, you and a dog can sleep next door with my dad. I'm gonna see if I can get you some clean clothes, and the 2 of you need to wash up.
I don't need clean clothes.
Yes. Yes, you do.
The Crow. The remake didn't even make half of the original's opening numbers.
I can't tell you. If you knew, you'd leave me. And if you left me, I'd die.
If I left you, I'd already be dead.
Kraven the Hunter. Did so poorly that it dropped from the box office top 10 by week 3.
If you show weakness, you will give our enemies an opening.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Pouring large amounts of money into a film is always a risk, even when it's part of a once-beloved franchise. The 5th installment of the Indiana Jones series wasn't just the most expensive of the franchise. At almost $300 million in production alone, it's one of the most expensive films of all time.
It's not yours. You stole it.
Then you stole it.
And then I stole it. It's called capitalism. The bid is 160.
160.
170.
You should have stayed in New York.
170.
You should have stayed out of Poland.
170. Anyone? Anyone? Going! Going!
Gone!
It needed to make at least twice that to break even and reach $800 million to profit, a goal the series hadn't surpassed even in its heyday.
Did you know the Wright brothers?
What?
The Wright brothers, Orville and Wilbur. They invented the airplane. They lived in Indiana. Wilbur was born in Indiana.
I'm not from Indiana, Teddy. And the Wright brothers were born during the Civil War.
Oh, I thought maybe you went to school with them.
Oh, come on, Indy. That was funny.
Needless to say, it didn't even come close. Disney bore the brunt of the cost, losing $143 million in the process. If that isn't a sign to finally hang up Indy's whip and hat, we don't know what is.
Let go! Give me the parachute!
Which recent box office bomb surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments down below.
Jellicle songs for jellicle cats. Jellicle songs for jellicle cats. Jellicle songs for jellicle